Heyo, it's another slake break. Let that mud slake stick your earbuds in, get yourself some knowledge in under 10 minutes. Subscribe to the Tile Money YouTube channel to get several slake break videos a week. Enjoy. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I've got some Monday motivation. I am Luke Miller, the host of the Tile Money podcast. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to TopTilestone.com for this sick hat. I really appreciate it. Follow them on Instagram, Top Tilestone. And I'm wearing one of my own t-shirts today that I made for the giveaway with the Beast Mixer and Goat Tile, at Beast Mixer, all on Instagram. Check them out, guys. All right, today I've got some Monday motivation. As I said, I want to talk to you about chasing goals and accomplishing goals and seeing the task through and not getting in your own way and all that good stuff. I have a couple personal stories that I'm going to use as illustrations to help you hopefully motivate you to not give up on your dreams and your goals and ultimately yourself, right? So the first story I want to talk to you about is and they're gonna move into each other real nice. They're both related to each other. So, some years ago, my wife and I were on vacation and we were camping actually, and we had gone down Big Sur looking for that campground spot. Well, we found out that weekend it wasn't like it was last year where you could just drive down on any weekend and get a camping spot. For some reason, social media, whatever, it changed and everything's booked out a year in advance now in Big Sur. And so we didn't get that camping spot. We didn't get any of them, right? And so we end up south in this little town of Cayucas. It's south of Cambria a little bit, and it's right on the water, and it's only 3,000 people, not even one stoplight in the town. And it's known as the last real beach town, the last real surfers town in California. And we both fell in love that weekend with Cayucas, and we both decided and kind of promised each other there one night on the pier after, relaxing a little bit. And we promised each other one day we're going to move here. This is our town. This is where, we're going to retire. And that's kind of known as a pipe dream, right, friends? I mean, we've all got them. We've all said them from time to time. And in the back of our head, we'd like to see them come to, fruition and come to realization. But we don't necessarily always expect them to. So sometime later, we moved into the town of San Jose, California. We were working for somebody. We were in the property management business, which I got into during the recession, and I became a licensed real estate agent, as my wife did. And together we built a property management business in the state of California in San Jose Bay Area. And we were really working towards this thing. And that was one of our dreams, right? And here's a point that I'm going to tell you. And we got to the point there in San Jose where we realized, man, I think we had the wrong dream. And so that's important because our marriage was suffering, our life was suffering, and we just weren't city people at all. And we had taken a job which we hated and which was really, really not a positive thing for our lives, like we were hoping. So careful what you wish for, right? But knowing when to give up on something is probably as important or more important than having the gumption to chase something. That's, I guess the first lesson that kind of just came to me. So we decide, you know what, let's get out of the city. We put our notice in to quit our job, and we decided to move down to Cayucas. The only problem is it's hard to move to Cayucas. There's only 3,000 people there, and there's only, 1,000 houses or whatever, probably less than that. And most of them are full. And there's not building. They're not putting up track homes, right? It's not growing because of the location and everything, the way it's designed. So we moved to Paso Robles and we rented this little studio, and we said, you know what? We have enough money for 60 days with this studio and the deposit and the security and the down payment on the house. And that's it. And Luke, you're going to have to go back into tile. And that, I was ready. I was getting my license reactivated. I was, making calls. I was talking to contractors down there. But everybody we talked to and we told our dream to live in Cayucas kind of laughed or just said, good luck, haha, we've been wanting that too. We settled for this or that or the other, but not us, man. every day we drove to that beach town, and we did two things. The first thing we did was take care of business. And we went down there and we knocked on doors and property management, real estate agencies. And we said, we're looking for a house, you know, and oh, okay, we'll put you on our list. And then you see the list and it's got 12, 15 names in front of you. So we decided we're going to have to hustle harder. So we go back, you know, the next day, you know, we're still here. We're still here. We got money in the bank. And eventually, within about 2 weeks of doing that, consistently and persistence, it paid off. And we walked in. She said, you know what? I think I got the perfect place for you. I just got a notice last night, and it's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath studio, 2 blocks from the beach. How does that sound? Yippee! It sounds perfect. It was great, man. And so we got into this place, and we're walking on the beach every single day. We have a dog. It's a dog-friendly beach, and you're walking on the beach every day. And the first time I saw it, I fell so in love. Man, that's a beautiful house right there. My wife says, you would pick the oldest, worst looking house on the beach and fall in love with it. And that's exactly what it was. It was one of the old dilapidated houses. And I knew right away, the homeowners living in there, you can see a little bit of movement. They're probably 80. They probably built the place. And this, you know, and this might be an opportunity. And I was listening to audiobooks, and I was in real estate a little bit, and I was looking into how to, alternatively buy a house. Cause do I look like the kind of guy that a bank would give a loan? No, I don't. And I don't have that kind of history. So you got to look at alternative ways, hard money lenders, owner financing. But this is a big dream. This is a $2 million house, probably. It's not even for sale, but I realized, hey, and I'm learning, I should be contacting them. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. But you know what? It was such a big dream that I didn't pursue it. And I only have myself to blame for that. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles some days, because even though we had already, realized one dream and gotten there, I was going to stop short, right? I was going to stop short, and I did stop short, frankly. But what broke my heart was one day, about 2 years after we first moved there, we're walking on the beach, and my heart, I think you could have heard it break. A for sale sign on my favorite house. And it was right then and there that I knew I screwed up. Because I had a chance. In fact, I had a damn good chance of buying that house, even though it was far outside of my reach and far outside of my normal capabilities financially. I know there's a way, and where there's a will, there's a way. And so before I end, I'm going to give you 6 pointers to follow your dreams. Man, I'm getting kind of emotional thinking about it. But that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. And I knew right then, hey, I called it. The first time I saw that house, I called it. The folks who built it are living in there, and they're getting older, and they can't keep up. They haven't been able to keep up for over a decade with this house. And, it's an eyesore. But the bones were there, and the architecture was there, and it had I'm not going to go into detail. It had multiple unique aspects about it that none other house could claim, because of the way, and that was really because of the way the earth was, the way it was pointing northwest a little bit and looking down the beach at the town and the pier of Cayucas. And it had a rock jetty where they built I think they call it a gondola, style gondola, little house where you could, sit there and get some shade and, have a cold beverage and really enjoy life. Right. It was really a unique property that none other property had. So before we get to 10 minutes here, but I had a chance. That's the point. But I gave up, right? I stopped short. All right. So 6 things that will help you accomplish your dreams. We're going to run through these kind of quick. Time, realize that it's going to take time to see some dreams come to fruition. Hard work, of course. I don't even think I have to tell that to contractors. Persistence, you got to persist. You got to keep going, and hard work in time, and patience is in there. Some of these, I guess, are a little bit related, but you got to have patience with yourself. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient, with the work that you put in. You got to have self-belief. You got to believe in yourself. Oftentimes, we're right there, and just a little bit more pushing and would get us past that invisible wall. So, time, hard work, persistence, patience, and probably the most important one, consistency. You got to consistently show up every day and consistently make incremental, even if it's just 1% closer to your goals, improve 1% a day. And notice how much of a difference that makes at the end of 365 days. All right, tile friends, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching this Lake Break Monday Motivation. Stay profitable out there.